Welcome to my channel. I'm Charm, and this is Earth is Hell Part 2. And today I was spiritually guided to talk about bloodlust and friends are overrated. So I really wanted to talk about this back when Takeoff was on the internet. After he was unalived, his body was just on the internet for anybody to see. I actually saw it by mistake. I saw somewhere like on a community post, that he passed. So I typed it in, and the first thing I clicked on, they just showed his body, and I was traumatized the whole day. Not only by his body, but by like that weeping sound that Quavo was doing. So I was spiritually guided to talk about how people are being desensitized. Been being desensitized to seeing stuff like that and seeing bodies on the internet, regardless of your age, not just having full access to it, but like it being pushed. Like I feel like recently with that Shaquella Robinson situation, I saw that the day after I did Earth is Hell Part 1, and I don't know. I just looked at commentary about it, and in the comments, it was just so many people like, okay, where's the video? Where can I find the video? Like, so many people were just pressed to see her, like, see the events that led up to her passing. I'm not saying that you're bloodthirsty if you clicked on it, because I heard that it was on like other social media platforms, which I don't have, but I'm talking about the people on YouTube in the comments that was really pressed to see it. That's how you can really tell a lot of the times who's bloodthirsty and like who's a part of this 2/3 and who's a part of the 1/3 of God's people here. Because they'll have like the 2/3, they have this thing where they like to see people in pain, they like to see people hurting, and they like to see people, like, it makes them feel better to see somebody else going through something. Like, it really do, regardless of what they say out loud. You can just tell that they love it. But there's nothing new under the sun. And this really reminds me of the fact, first of all, right before I came on here to do this, I was like, I don't feel like it's a coincidence that I was spiritually guided to do this on the week of Thanksgiving. Like, that's a whole nother bloodless situation that I'm gonna talk about on a different video. And also, I forgot, because the last video was about Jesus and the Bible, but I forgot to talk about one of my main points, which goes along with this friend is overrated situation. I just found it strange that in the Bible, they talk about how, like, people witnessing the miracles Jesus did, people receiving healing from him, people watching him do miraculous things, him raising people from the dead, him having disciples, and none of them people, I didn't read nothing about none of them people protesting, boycotting, putting up any type of fight for him when he was, publicly tortured, publicly crucified, all of that. Matter of fact, one of his friends or like disciples was the snitch, was like the person who made it possible for that to happen to him. So that's just like, this friends being overrated thing is nothing new, because nothing new under the sun. But yeah, I'm just saying what I'm spiritually guided to say for whoever it's meant for. I also thought of a quote that I posted when I was watching somebody's commentary about the situation, and I'm gonna put that up. The quote says, I put it up like a year ago. It says, an insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind/spirit. So that's just self-explanatory. I don't like explaining stuff, because I know my channel is really for people who already been learning, already on the search for truth. Like, it's not for people who want to be spoon-fed everything. It's not for people who it's just not. So if you know, you know. If you understand, you understand. But clearly it's saying may, like a beast. A wild animal may hurt you. They might not. But an evil, insincere friend is guaranteed to put you in a worse off spot than you were before. Yeah. Which leads me to the last thing. I'm going to put up the last thing from last year that all this reminds me of, which is the energy vampire post, which really goes along with both of the topics. It goes along with the bloodthirst and the friends are overrated situation, because y'all can see the vampire says, "I'm thirsty." I don't remember what the rest of it said, but I'm going to put it up. And that's really how another way you can identify you can identify a lot of these people who are sent as Judas type characters, because they be hella thirsty to be around you. They be not saying everybody who is interested in being around you or getting to know you is like that, but I'm saying they're kind of in an animalistic way, like they need something from you type of thing. So it's like, especially when it's somebody who you know already affected your life in a negative way, or they already stole from you. They could have stole from you literally, or stole from you energetically, like drained you or whatever. When these people try to come back around you, they be so thirsty. And it's like, it's not because they're anxious to exchange anything or experience good things with you or add to your life. They be thirsty for your life force, pretty much, which is the same as blood. Like how in vampires in movies or whatever, they're after your blood. They need it to survive. These energy vampires, they need your life force to survive. They need your energy. They need your to see you in pain gives them life. To bring pain to you gives them life. So I'm not talking about people who really just enjoy your company, really respect you as a person, type thing. I'm sorry, y'all know what I mean. Because I wanted this to be short, but I have this thing where I just be over explaining sometimes. But is there anything else I want to talk about, Sarai? No. Hopefully this reaches whoever it's for. Thanks for listening. Peace.